Hey everybody, I'm going to be showing you how to join new yarn. So this works if you are running out of a skein and need to start the next one of the same color, or you're switching colors. So I prefer to always join new yarn on a knit stitch. I just find that's much easier. I have done it on other stitches, but that's my favorite place to do it. So in this case, my knit stitch is the very first one. So all I do is I go ahead and insert my needle into the first stitch just like I would if I was going to be knitting with the working yarn. But what I do is I go ahead and pick up my new yarn and I give it a tail like normal, at least 6 inches. That's what I prefer to work with. And all you're going to do is just loop it right on top of that working needle, the one you're knitting with that does not have all the stitches. Just lay it on top. And you don't need to worry about the tail that's attached. You're not going to use that right now. So you're just going to hold these two strands together, again just looped right over there. And all you're going to do is knit the stitch. So you're going to hold those two together and knit that stitch, and now you have that knitted together. You have that tail still here, and you can kind of pull that a little snug. But now that that is knitted, you can let go of everything except your new working yarn, which you can see is attached to my ball of yarn. So I'm going to take that and be just a little gentle because things are a little loosey-goosey right now. You can kind of see how that's a little loosey-goosey, but that's okay. We'll tighten it up and just continue to knit whatever your pattern calls for. And when I get to the end of this row, I'm going to show you how to just very quickly snug up those ends because there's really no reason to worry about them being loose. But it is good to kind of tighten them as you go, just so that all of your stitches after that don't kind of loosen up as well. And then of course when you're weaving in the ends, you can kind of tighten those a little bit again then there at the end. So here I am finishing up this row, and I'm going to go ahead and show you. You can kind of see how loose even this first stitch is, but all you have to do is just kind of pull those tails just a little bit. And if I were to continue knitting and get to that this end and then just keep going back and forth, you can just kind of continue just to pull gently and tighten those up. So that is really all you do. It's not hard. I remember when I first started knitting, I was very intimidated at switching yarns, but it's really not hard at all. It's really just looping it over that working needle and knitting as if that was your yarn. So that's all there is to it.